Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of A Piece of New York. For our first pizza video of the new year, we're in the East Village and we've come to Motorino. Now, Motorino has actually had a little bit of controversy throughout the years, and what I mean by that is their very first location in Brooklyn had to close down because the building was actually sinking. And then on top of that, way back over a decade ago, the New York Times gave them a 1-star review. But being the type of restaurant that likes to turn lemon into lemonade, they took some of the finer quotes of that article, for instance, the best pizza in New York City, and just wrote that on their chalkboard. So, with all that said, let's go inside, check it out, see what they're all about. Motorino actually has locations all over the globe, not just New York City, Hong Kong, Dubai, Manila. So it's really not just a New York City place, it's a worldwide brand. This location in particular, we're coming just after the holidays, seems very festive. I like it. They got some good music playing, kind of set an awesome vibe. The quintessential New York City spot, as I like to say. A little bit compact, but still has its own charm, especially for the East Village. I'm very excited, especially for a company that had that 1-star review and turned the lemon into lemonade and was able to spin maybe a not so positive situation into their advantage. I like that. I dig it. So I'm looking very forward to having some pies here today. For our pies, we went with 1 red and 1 white. For the red, we got the sopressata super picante with fior di latte, sopressata, oregano, and fresh chilies. And for the white, we got the prosciutto di Parma with some fior di latte, fresh oregano, pecorino, and olive oil. Both these pizzas, hot and fresh out of the oven. Very excited for these. Now, the difference between your traditional New York City pizza or slice and the Neapolitan pizza is how long they let the dough ferment. With a Neapolitan, minimum 48 hours to let that dough really sit, rise, and ferment, and then you get the light texture, the fluffiness of the crust really comes out. And then, of course, all of the ingredients, actually I shouldn't say all of them, the ingredients usually imported from Italy, specifically the tomatoes. The tomato sauce is imported from Italy. So let's first go with that sopressata slice. They gave us some generous cuts, by the way. It's like 2 in 1. Very light, floppy, easy to fold, and the spiciness of the sopressata, as soon as it hits your nostrils, clears those sinuses, so you know it's going to be nice and spicy. Here we go. So the sopressata, nice spice to it, crunch as well, very tangy. The mozzarella cheese was very rich. Let me take another bite. This pizza is extremely delicious. The sopressata is crispy. Also has a nice succulent, salty flavor to it, as well as a bit of a tang, giving it an extra little spice to it. And then the sweetness of the tomato sauce, phenomenal. The bread, Neapolitan pizza has the best bread just because it doesn't really sit there for long. I feel like I could eat 3 of these pies, but the flavor of it is really the base of the pizza. Motorino, way to go. This was a fantastic slice. I love it. I love it. Now moving on to the white pie, the prosciutto di Parma. White pies in the oven cook a little bit faster because it doesn't have that extra layer of sauce or ingredients inside it. Whereas a red pie might take, let's say, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You're looking at a white pie taking about 90 seconds, and they burn a little bit faster. You can see the crispiness on the edges of the crust. Ooh, this one's packed with some cheese. Here we go. Cheers. This is a rich slice. The creaminess of the cheese with the combination of that succulent prosciutto and then the sweet basil leaves on top of it. It tasted a little bit more, a tad more greasy on the bottom, or at least it was a little bit heavier weight-wise between these two, but this one is packed with more cheese. Here's a very delicious slice, extremely good. Look at that prosciutto. Succulent, phenomenal. 2 thumbs up here in the East Village. Great stuff, great stuff. Well, folks, that concludes our day here in the East Village. And as somebody that's been to over 100 pizzerias in New York City, that place is an easy top 10, might even be top 5. Loved it. That white pie, my goodness, the prosciutto di Parma, it had an abundance of flavor, right? You had the succulent saltiness of the delicious meat, and then on top of that you had the sharpness of the cheese, the pecorino, and then that crust was just absolutely phenomenal. Loved it. From everybody here at A Piece of New York, I just want to say, if you did view this video and you did like it, please give us a thumbs up. If you like the content, give us a subscribe. And with the weekend only a few days away, hope you have a great day and a better week, y'all. Take it easy. Bye-bye.